trying to lose the weight can be brutal. Weight management, dieting, lifestyle change to do with eating and your habits can be brutal, to say the least. But if you want to get from A to Z, there's all that piece in the middle that you need to work upon. And I'm literally 10 kilos away now, which works out to be 22, basically 22 pounds away from where I want to get to. And I've been fluctuating between 98 kilos to 101 kilos. 222 pounds and 216 pounds, just fluctuating there. And I'm aiming to get down to, yeah, forgive me, down to basically the 200 mark. So I want to get down to 90 kilos, which will take me down to 198 pounds. So I've been here now for a long time, on and off, on and off. And it's been brutally frustrating. And it gets to a point where you have to decide, what are you prepared to do to lose weight? I've been doing intermittent fasting, I've been doing water fasting, I've been doing 1 day fasting, I've been doing 2 days, I've been doing 3 days. I'm on a 2-day fast right now. I might go into a 3rd day and possibly a 4th, decided. And what's been happening is the weight comes down and it comes back up a little bit. So I've been fluctuating in between that, between 222 pounds and 216 pounds. So I've been fluctuating for basically 6 or 7 pounds, just fluctuating up and down, up and down, up and down. And I've been there for a long time. And I say all that to say this: what are you prepared to do to get that off? I mean, to date, I've lost 117 pounds. Because originally I was 333 pounds. I'm 45 years old. Okay, I started my my journey when I was 43. I've been on the journey for 2 years, basically dealing with both my weight management to do with dietary intake, as well as going to the gym on a regular basis and building that in. And I've hit plateaus time and time again, and it's a case of breaking through. And what I'm trying to do is just encourage so many of you guys and girls that are out there finding it so difficult. I used to wear 3XL top, and it used to still show my stomach pressed out and everything else. I now wear a medium. I'm 6'3", and I've got a tall frame, and I used to be very just like obese, morbidly obese. Right about a BMI of I think 41 or 41 point something or 40 point something. Now my BMI is probably around about 27 point something or 26 point something. So there's been a massive life-changing experience. My clothes, where I used to have inches, where I'd wear a 52-inch pair of jeans, I'm now basically at a 36-inch pair of jeans, going on to 34. Like I said, I've still got 22 pounds to lose. That will take me down to basically a 34-inch, 32-inch waist. Okay, I've lost just over 8 stone. I'm throwing all those numbers out there not to impress you, but to impress upon you the need to be willing to die to self, willing to do whatever it takes to get to where you want to get to basically surrender all those things that are in front of you that try to hold you back, those excuses, those habits, those habitual eating habits, all those reasons why you can't go to the gym, why you have to keep eating late, why you're continuously compounded by losing weight and then putting it back on. I've been there. I've been a serial weight loss addict or person or gym freak or gym rat for many, many years. But I had to come to a decision that was going to be final. And that was going to change my life once and for all. And I'm basically now at a weight which I was basically at in my teens and in my early 20s. And to think that I've got there And to think that I've got there with hard work, if I saw the work I had to put in at the beginning, to tell the truth, I don't know whether I would have done it. Because it's really difficult. It's extremely difficult. And that's why so many of us are challenged, and that's why so many of us fail. But I can assure you, the dying to self, the sacrifice, the choices you make, the decisions you make are worth it 100%. They outweigh everything. But it's so difficult when you've got the hunger pains, when you've got the anxiety of going to the gym for the first time and going in there. And when you've got all the reasons, you might not have enough money, you might not have enough time, you might not feel you've got the ability to change your diet, or the finances, or the resources, or the knowledge. Do or die. Do whatever it takes to get to where you need to be. Now, if you're a person like I was, who had lost weight time and time again and put it back on, and it got worse and worse and worse, please, just stop that now. Don't allow it to be a decision. Don't allow it to be a reason. Don't allow it to be a roadblock in any shape or form why you shouldn't get back on the horse and just make that final decision that this is the do or die last time that you're going to be going through this scenario. And then just start. Start as you means to go on. And don't just go trotting into it. You need to throw yourself in. It needs to be a constant change. You make little life-changing decisions and you build upon those and you keep to them. Once you've worked out a way how to do something and it's working for you, keep to it. When you hit a roadblock and you hit a plateau or you hit challenges, work through them. Go through the wall, go over the wall, dig underneath the wall, but do it. Do not say, oh, this is the reason why I can't do it anymore. Okay? I've had numerous reasons in my life why I should not lose weight and everything else, and I've gone through all of them every single time. My problem has been that I've regressed and allowed the weight to come back on again. I've become lazy again. I've become not focused or not vigilant on my diet again. I've allowed a new job or a situation to try and come in, and I fought through all of it, and then I thought I was victorious. Or coming through a loved one being hospitalized and gone through all of it and everything else and got the weight off and everything else and then became lazy. You cannot afford to become lazy. Think of what it's like for someone that's an alcoholic and you watch a TV program or a film and then someone says, oh, it's basically 3 years and 2 months and 3 days. That's how you have to be with your food. Alcohol and food are exactly the same kind of route of practice. They can both take you to the grave. They can both incapacitate you. They can both inflict a major disaster on your body and on your family. Do not let bereavement, do not let circumstances, do not let finances, do not let anything come in the way of this. If you are wanting to still live, if you are still wanting to be there for your friends and family, do not get to a place where you feel like depression is not going to allow you. I've gone through all of those elements. It's not a reason to stop. It's not a reason to forsake yourself and just let yourself slip and go into a place where it's only going to be slumber, where it's going to be pain, where it's going to be hospitalization, where you're going to be going through the grief of first your clothes becoming tighter and tighter and you having to change your clothes and you not feeling confident within yourself, and then you end up becoming depressed, then you end up becoming sick, then you end up having to go to the hospital or the GP, then you end up having to take pills and medication. All it does is it just gets worse and worse and snowballs. You have to find a place where it will stop at some point of time. You have to. And if you've got the ability to do it, then do it. If you've got the ability and the mindset to do it, then do it. But don't let it be finances, resources, situations or whatever. Unless it's an impeding serious medical condition, you cannot allow yourself to have the choice to not make a decision on it. Okay? There's unfortunate people that want to lose weight, but because of the medication, it's causing them to put on weight. Okay? What I say to things like that is look at your diet, see if there's a way, search YouTube, search Google, try and find an alternative. I'm not saying turn yourself off of the medication, because obviously you've got to seek medical help. But please do your research. Do not just place your life in the hands of basically a practicing doctor who means well. And more often than not, some of them are overweight and don't know what to do themselves. Okay? It's like I went to see my GP just recently, and I say I've been a vegan. I'm a vegan. I've lost about 8 stone and everything else. Oh, what are you doing for protein? This is a woman that's practicing. She was older than me, so like she must be in her late 40s, early 50s. And I'm there, and if I wasn't educated, then I'm telling her, and she's asking me, yeah, but what about this? What about that? Because she's thinking, because obviously I'm a vegan, then where am I getting my protein from? You're placing your life in the hands of others. Research. Place your life in your own hands. Research, find out what you've got to do, and then do it, and then continue. Educate yourself to do with health and fitness, okay? Educate yourself with exercise, okay? And how long you should be in the gym and what you should be doing, because we're all different. Educate yourself about what kind of foods to intake, what's going to be good for you. Find a diet that works for you, okay? Educate yourself with times of when you should eat, and fluids that you should eat, and things that you should take out of your diet, and things that should be in your diet. Educate yourself, and then double check, and then look at alternatives as well, and become aware of what's really going on. Until you do that, you're just running blind. Okay? At the end of the day, this is a serious thing, trying to lose weight. So I just want to encourage you just to make a decision to get back on board. Okay? If you're not on board, you haven't started yet, get started. If you had and you regret everything, just don't worry, just stop and go back. Get back on top of things, okay? So next time, keep on keeping on. Just go do it already.